A Border Patrol tactical team was also in the immediate vicinity and went directly to the location of the sighting. They observed footprints in some mud which were identical to the prison shoes worn by Cavalcante. A track was initiated, and shortly thereafter, both of his prison shoes were located. Information was received from another resident in that immediate area that a pair of work boots had been stolen from a porch at her residence. The tracking of Cavalcante continued in a northerly direction, and at 10:10 p.m., a call was received from a resident on Coventryville Road indicating a short Hispanic male, no shirt, and wearing dark pants, had entered his garage while the homeowner was in it, and that he grabbed a .22 rifle that was leaning in the corner of the garage. The homeowner drew a pistol and fired at Cavalcante as he fled with the rifle. PSP responded and secured that scene. At that time, a green sweatshirt and white t-shirt believed to belong to Cavalcante were discovered near the edge of the driveway. The perimeter was expanded to include that area. Overnight, searches of the area within the perimeter were conducted by tactical teams from multiple agencies. Teams from Pennsylvania State Police, Border Patrol, ATF, FBI, U.S. Marshals, and Chester County have been active through the night. Teams are currently being rotated out and replaced with fresh teams. Aviation assets, canines, mounted patrols, and numerous other assets have been mobilized and are currently operating in this search area. Upwards of 500 law enforcement officers are engaged in securing the perimeter and in conducting the searches. We are mobilizing additional resources as we speak and are planning for an extended operating period if necessary. Cavalcante is considered armed and extremely dangerous. He is now armed with a .22 caliber rifle with a scope and flashlight mounted on it. Throughout the night, we sent several reverse 911 messages to residents within a 3-mile radius of this incident, as well as posted information to social media in an effort to inform the public and to keep them safe. We also notified the affected schools of this incident in the very early morning hours, and a decision was made to close schools in the O&J Roberts School District for today. The current perimeter includes PA 23 to the north, PA 100 to the east, Fairview and Nant Mill roads to the south, and Iron Bridge and County Park roads to the west. We ask residents in and around this vicinity to please secure homes, outbuildings, and vehicles. It is imperative that anyone with information about Cavalcante contact us immediately so we can act on it in a timely manner. They can call 911 or our tip line at 717-562-2987, 717-562-2987. We will take questions at this time.
What was the response time, sir, from the moment the homeowner called state police after the shots had been fired? What was the response time?
Minutes.
Do we believe he's injured?
We have no reason to believe that he is injured as a result of that shooting.
You don't think he's still trying to get south eventually?
No, I think he is just trying to survive and avoid being captured right now, sir.
Ammunition.
Yes.
How does this change your tactics when it comes to the fact that he's now considered armed?
We have considered him dangerous right from the very start. It changes nothing. We have always considered him to be a risk. We just now absolutely know that he has a weapon.
Do you think he knows where he is?
Yes.
He knows where he's been there?
I think,
before?
yes, he has been in that area before. We're not evacuating homes at this point. We're asking residents to be vigilant and, again, lock their doors, call us if there is any issue or any concern on their part.
Shots were fired between the homeowner towards Cavalcante.
It was several shots. I don't have that number
Sir,
at this
was
point.
a law enforcement officer injured? You know, reports about late last night?
Not as a result of anything with the search. We've had a few minor incidents or issues with officers out on the perimeter and things, but nothing related directly to the search.
Is he getting help from anyone? Has he gotten help from anyone at any point in recent days?
I'm not going to comment on whatever assistance he may or may not have received. What I will tell you is that at this point, I believe he is beyond assistance, and he is in that perimeter, and we will actively hunt until we find him.
Is the homeowner cooperating with the investigation? Is he fully cooperating?
Yes.
Now that you have the firearm and you have a general location of containment, is it imperative to push now, especially given the urgency of the firearm? Do you
Sir, we have been pushing anytime we had him contained from the very start. We have seen this as a high priority throughout. It is, in this particular case, the search area is probably close to 3 miles across east to west and 2 to 2.5 miles north to south. It's a large area, wooded, hilly terrain. It's not something that it's a matter of just sending a few people in and searching. As I said, we've had a number of tactical teams operating in there through the night. We continue to have teams operating in there now. It will take a long time to clear that entire area, and we will continue until we do locate him.
You talked about how difficult the area around Longview Farms was to search in. Is this similarly difficult, more or less difficult?
You know, some similar challenges. The difference here, it's a little larger area, and so anytime you're in an area like this, there you can imagine if you went out and took a several square mile area and had to try and find a single person who is trying to hide, it's a challenge.
Do you consider him contained now in that area?
As I've said before, no perimeter is ever 100% impenetrable. We have absolutely stood up a very strong perimeter. We will do our very best to contain him in there and to capture him.
We saw some boats being driven in. Are there any creeks or waterways in that area that you guys can search in?
There are some creeks in there, yes.
And
The precautions are law enforcement taking right now that he is armed and dangerous? Are the officers instructed to wear tactical gear?
The officers have been wearing their gear throughout this entire search. Again, we have always considered him dangerous. We just know, we now have confirmation that he has a firearm. The tactics are the same.
How did you get the ammunition? Is the ammunition?
It was with the firearm. It was with the firearm.
Sir, he's so
It was with the firearm.
Sir, he's so close to French Creek Park right now. I know that tunnels were a factor potentially in the Longwood area. Are you also searching hyper-focusing on the tunnels from where he was last spotted last night? Because if he was in the tunnels, he could potentially get away.
We are focusing on that entire area again. We have people, supervisors on the ground out there assessing any issues or risks of escape, and we are trying to address any possibility out there.
It sounds like these residents contacted officials pretty quickly. The fact that the tactical team was able to see the fresh prints, identify them as prison shoes. What happened? Why weren't they able to find him?
They have been searching for him. It was only minutes, but in that amount of time, he traveled a significant distance. We've been utilizing dogs, and we've been utilizing tactical teams. So, again, just because we find a footprint doesn't mean we necessarily know which direction he traveled. And in fact, he had traveled south and then went back north. So it's not a matter of just charging into the woods and knowing that, it's that away. It's a matter of trying to track him. It's a matter of sweeping methodically through the woods, checking buildings and so forth. We don't have the luxury of just charging up the nearest trail and hoping that's the direction he
I
went.
believe he scoped out that house when he stole the fire. He went to the garage, the firearm was laying there. Have you been watching that house?
I don't believe so, sir. I think at that point he was being pushed by the teams that were pursuing him from the original sighting. I think it was, in my opinion, I believe it was a crime of opportunity. I think he went in there probably trying to hide. The garage door was open. He didn't, I believe, recognize that the owner was in there, and I think he was probably looking for a place to hide, ran for that garage, saw the firearm, grabbed that, encountered the homeowner, and fled with the firearm.
What's the square mile area now that you are searching? Do you have an estimate?
I don't know, what is that, 8 to 10 square miles probably?
You've had two instances now of Cavalcante picking up supplies that really changed the search, whether it was a van with the keys in it or a firearm that was somewhat unsecured. Do you have any plans to change the messaging in this new containment area to really emphasize the importance of locking?
I don't know how much more I could emphasize it, sir. I've been very clear about securing things. We have sent, as I said, several reverse 911 messages through the night, again emphasizing that point and telling residents what they can do, just advising them the situation. I can't be any clearer that they need to secure things.
Use maps of culverts, drainage areas, tunnels, different.
We're working with a variety of maps. We have county emergency management people on site and have had them on site here in the command post so that we do have access to the available information. I don't. I was told that it is not a life-threatening situation, but I don't have any other
Sir, you said
information.
it's a matter of time before he is captured. Feels like you're getting very close. How many law enforcement officers do you have on the ground right now? Are we at that 400 number?
I would think we're well past the 400. We are probably around 500 right now. It's very fluid. We have people still coming in. We've been releasing people that were held overnight. We have people that have been on duty for 20 hours, 24 hours or more, and we're relieving them. We held people over because of the seriousness of the situation last night. So we're working through replacing all of those. We have people coming in. I can speak for the state police from all over Pennsylvania to support this effort and to be able to sustain it. And our partner agencies are doing the same, not only from Pennsylvania, but from out of state as well, with various specialty teams.
How did you get from Phoenixville to South Coast on foot, or did you steal another vehicle?
No, this is the area where he left the van. It's very close in proximity to where the van was abandoned and where I talked about that I believed he was in the woods and was likely hiding.
The homeowner interviewed him. Can you give us any more detail about what he told you? Had he gotten the reverse 911 call from the homeowner who shot him?
I really can't provide any more detail right now. What I can tell you is, again, he encountered him. He did call us very quickly. He did what we asked him to do with regard to that.
What road was that, Aston?
Coventryville Road.
How many times did he fire at him?
I don't have that number of shots. Several shots, I was told.
Reports that Cavalcante stole a pair of boots. Are those accurate?
Yes.
Are any of the homes being monitored that you've been to within the last couple of days? I mean, this becomes that constant.
I'm sorry, which homes are you referring to, ma'am?
The homes that he was in the garage, he was in the ring door camera. Are they
Those homes, well, the ring door camera is nowhere. It's not in this search area, and the home with the garage that we talked about is within the search area, and we are actively working that area.
Is there still shelter in place for the?
Does he have food now?
I don't know.
Do you have a sense of how many other houses he might have been in this area?
I don't have reports of any other houses that he's been in. Doesn't mean he hasn't been, but we don't have reports of those.
Terry Colonel, what has gone wrong here? I mean, have you underestimated him? Is he just that much of a worthy adversary?
Sir, I don't know why you would think something has gone wrong. Our law enforcement people have done an amazing job tracking him and locating him, that proverbial needle in the haystack, and they've located that needle repeatedly. You know, the questions yesterday about is he out of state, is he somewhere around the country, and we told you we were actively searching in this area. Our people have done an amazing job. I'm very proud of the work that they have done and continue to do. There is nothing has gone wrong. Our agencies are all working very well together, and I believe we will be successful in the long run.
Colonel, does it change the posture of how your troopers and the law enforcement in the field pursuing him now that he is on? How does that posture?
We have always considered him to be very dangerous, and I have stressed that in every one of my press conferences and in every briefing that I have given to our people that are out there searching. We considered him desperate. We considered him dangerous. All this does is confirm for us that he has a weapon.
Is he desperate enough to use that weapon on and target law enforcement?
He's killed 2 people previously. I would suspect that he's desperate enough to use that weapon.
Are any efforts underway to prevent carjackings based on the weapon now in his hands?
I'm sorry, is there?
Any efforts underway to prevent a carjacking?
So we're actively working that area. I don't know what other efforts we could make to prevent a carjacking. We've asked people to secure everything. Anything that occurs in there, we will be on top of, and you know, we're making every effort to find him as rapidly as we possibly can.
Is there still shelter in place within the search perimeter, or people can leave their homes?
People can leave their homes. That's entirely up to them. We have not tried to direct anybody to shelter in place. We have simply asked them to secure their homes. It's up to them if they want to leave. If they need assistance, they can let us know, and we will work with them to make sure they can get out of the area.
Does the house on Coventryville have a video of the interaction from last night?
No. I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you been in communication with the governor's office, and how are they?
I have been in regular communication with the governor's office and the governor himself. The governor has been closely monitoring this entire situation, has offered any resources that are necessary, has offered to contact other states if need be. So he's been closely monitoring this. He's on top of it, and we continue to keep him advised.
Other than the theft of the rifle, did Cavalcante make any aggressive moves to the homeowner, who I believe is
He did not, to my knowledge, make any other aggressive moves. They confronted each other. The shots were fired, and he fled. And I'm not going to release anything else about the homeowner at this point.
Do we know how close they actually got to each other, the homeowner and Cavalcante?
It was a number of feet.
Anything you'd like the public to know at this juncture? I know you've reiterated some very important facts, but just,
No, I think again, I stress, please secure things, and not just within the perimeter, in the vicinity around it, and please call us immediately if they see something suspicious, if they believe that Cavalcante might be in the area. We need that information. Again, it's a large search area. We're going to very thoroughly search it, but their assistance is very much appreciated.
Maybe it's worth repeating it, can you explain why you can't just push through with the terrain, with what you're dealing with, how it's challenging?
We are pushing through with the terrain with tactical teams, but it is not really practical to suggest that we could line up a line 3 miles long and push in one long line through there. We've got to methodically search it. We've got trained teams that are doing that, and we're going to cover that ground as quickly and as thoroughly as we possibly can. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll get additional information to you as things unfold. Thank you.